Hasan Piker has absolutely decimated the internet. The online content creation space has basically been dedicated to either shitting on Hasan or defending Hasan for his take regarding content creators and his job being harder than other people's 9-to-5s. Now, that is not exactly what he said in the clip that went viral. If you do listen to all of the context, he does say that he's talking about his social battery, how it's difficult for him to go out and do stuff with other people after 9-hour live streams every single day, which, to be fair, is a valid point. It's something that is totally okay to complain about, but you should probably complain about it to your other multi-millionaire live streamer friends and not to the general audience who is watching. It's just my opinion. I totally think that what he said was pretty valid, but the way that he's going about defending this and the way that he's gone about complaining about it has been quite entertaining. And we're like 5 or 6 days into this, and there is still content to talk about. There is still stuff to analyze and still people arguing about this online. It's quite funny and quite entertaining. And here we actually have Hasan complaining about Ludwig. And we're going to talk about this and kind of the aftermath of Ludwig talking about it and what ended up happening. We've also got Asmongold involved. There's a lot to unpack for this video specifically. So without further ado, let's get started and watch this clip. I'm going to turn my webcam off so you guys can see Hasan, and we'll discuss it at the end of him talking about what I want him to talk about.
What's funny is you haven't even addressed this again since then. I know. It's just an opportunity for every single person to be like, look, guys, I'm a content creator. I'm really privileged. Like, yeah, dog, we all are. We all talk about it all the fucking time. It just annoys me because, like, it's such a fake fucking thing to do. It's just literally using someone who you're friends with, like being maliciously clipped out of context to be like, I'm actually one of the good content creators. I know how privileged I am. It's like, yeah, I do too.
Okay, so Hasan in this entire clip is bitching about Ludwig involving him in this video. Now, the video that Ludwig made for his Mogul Mail channel, it actually wasn't about Hasan necessarily. It was more about Twitch actually shutting down in Korea, and he just used the Hasan thing, the trending topic, to kick the video off, because most people who click on the video are probably interested in that as opposed to Twitch shutting down. That being said, Hasan is just so whiny. He's so cringe in this. There's no other way to say it. He's like, oh, he's my friend and he's kind of using me for content, even though that's literally our jobs. That's so annoying. I can't believe he would do that. It's like, okay, Hasan, this is your job. You understand that you talk about trending things. You talk about things going on. That's also what Ludwig does. You guys are friends. You understand this is the content game. And for Hasan to come out and be like, it's really frustrating for somebody who's my friend to take malicious, out of context clips and use them for his content. Even though Ludwig rode your dick in this video, he defended you. He literally was like, yeah, I know Hasan wouldn't actually have said this. This is like a little bit out of touch. But like at the end of the day, Hasan is my friend, and I don't think he said that word for word verbatim in this video that Hasan has a complaint about, but you're friends. Send him a message. Ludwig probably would have sent you back like, haha, yeah, sorry, man. It was kind of funny, but I just needed to use it for the video or for the clip or whatever. But in fact, Hasan went to his Discord and continued to bitch about it. He says it's extra funny because Lud and I did a roundtable for Anthony Padilla's new show where we talked about how we think streamers are out of touch and how privileged and lucky we are for like 2 hours only a couple weeks ago. Hasn't been released yet. Would have been nice for him to be like, hey guys, by the way, Hasan is my friend. Obviously, he doesn't think streaming is the most difficult job in the world. Now, this is just more whining, more bitching, more complaining from professional whiner and complainer Hasan Piker. Okay, this got to the point where it actually had Hasan was complaining so much about this clip and about the fact he was involved in Ludwig's Mogul Mail that Ludwig removed the video. He deleted the video and re-uploaded it. The re-upload is not a re-upload. Typically, if somebody who is a large content creator makes a re-upload, they have to adjust something. They have to remove a clip or remove some music or adjust something because some new information came out. This video for Ludwig is a new video. It's a different video. And Ludwig uses this moment to address it. He does say that this is the reason why the video got removed.
But the great sponsor wasn't getting great views. In fact, the video got 50,000 views in the first hour, and for reference, a normal video on this channel gets 130,000 views. I was live at the time, so I couldn't tinker with the title and thumbnail to fix that, so I ended up taking it down with the plan of just removing the sponsor, re-uploading it tomorrow. And I figured...
So he says that the sponsor wasn't getting the views that they are used to or that they're supposed to get. Now, I don't have any sponsorships that are to this scale. I have no idea if there's anything included in contracts to say, like, if the video doesn't have what your average is in the first hour, just take us out or do that. I don't know if that's how Ludwig operates or not. We have to believe him in that the videos typically have twice as many views as what this video got in the first hour. I have no idea. There's no way for me to confirm that without seeing Ludwig's analytics. But Ludwig deletes the video regardless. I personally think it's because Ludwig doesn't have a spine and because he wanted to make Hasan happy. I think Hasan legitimately cried himself to sleep after this happened, and Ludwig felt bad and removed the video. And he talks about Hasan for the majority of this video. He says, Hasan is my friend. Guys, he's my friend, I promise. And, you know, he's not as out of touch as we all think he is. It is a difficult job, but I understand where some people would disagree. It's like the most middle of the road fence sitting opinion ever, which is fine. I think Ludwig is a good content creator. He wants to save face and have as many connections in the online creator space as possible so that when he does his big events or when he does something that requires a lot of connections, Ludwig is the guy who can do it because he has friends in all different corners of the internet. I think that's smart. That's a good way to do it. If you're Hasan, you just push everybody away who disagrees with you and you cry about people when they very lightly criticize you. I think that's not as conducive to having good relationships with people if you want to collaborate in the future. That's why Ludwig, in my opinion, is a better creator than Hasan. All of this to say, I think it's hilarious. I think it's so funny watching these big content creators go at each other's throats and cry about, oh, my job is so difficult. No, it's not. It's super easy. Oh, I'm sorry I said that. Oh, you should be sorry. It's really hilarious to see these people at each other's throats. I love it. There was another couple of creators going after each other, and this is the whole story about Ludwig and Hasan, but this happened a couple days ago, and I wanted to talk about it, but it was just kind of like, I wasn't sure how many people would care, but I do think it's really funny, and it works for the fact that people have been attacking everybody over this terrible Hasan take. So there's this guy who goes by Goblin or The Goblin, and he ended up getting into a bit of a spat with Asmongold, and he absolutely decimates Asmongold in this response. Now, Goblin is somebody who I don't want to necessarily promote his content. His content is very drug-oriented. This video that he uploaded a couple weeks ago is about him selling acid to a 12-year-old. This is kind of par for the course on all of his content, so it's not something I want to necessarily promote, but this response from him after Asmongold was defending Hasan's take and defending the fact that, yes, it can be socially draining to be a streamer, this was his response. And he says, you having any stance on this discussion about hard work is grand. You wipe your teeth blood on the walls of your mother's house you still live in, as you've tweeted yourself. You grift reaction content all day, every day, because WoW is dead and your talent died with it. You agree with whatever the most popular figure says so you can get more updates with your audience and Reddit mods. You've been doing this for years. You and Hasan are multi-billionaires who have never had to work a day in their lives. You made millions of dollars from being a loser. Your entire persona is doing nothing with your life, yet you think you can comment on hard work. LMFAO. Sorry, I don't have 20,000 viewers. I guess that makes my opinion invalid. I'll start shitting out reaction content and become a contrarian so maybe I can get to your level, Mr. Hardworking Streamer. Now, this was a nuke on Asmongold. I do think that when these streamers who have they kind of live in glass houses, right? Like Asmongold, his room is disgusting. He had a cockroach crawling all over him a couple of weeks ago in a viral clip. Asmongold is not the peak of, balanced human being who does stuff outside of streaming. He does quite literally sit in his room, eat fast food, react to stuff, play World of Warcraft, and it's really difficult to sympathize with those people as somebody who comes from the classic 9-to-5 workforce, or from people who do have to put in long hours doing stuff. Hearing these people complain about it, it's just sad. It's like, just complain to your other multimillionaire friends. Don't complain on the internet. Don't complain publicly about it, because it doesn't make any sense. Nobody understands why you're complaining about it, okay? And it's just so silly. And the other thing that made people upset with this Asmon take was Asmongold ended up, let me pause this and make it big. Asmongold ended up making fun of this guy because he only had 400 viewers on Twitch. I have never streamed to more than about 1,000 people at a time. The difference between 20 people and 1,000 people is going to be the speed of your chat. If you're entertaining to 20 people, you'll be entertaining to 1,000 people. It's not like you have to do anything significantly different. Fucking Hasan will leave and his chair will be the only thing on his stream and people will still watch, okay? It's not like exponentially things get harder the more people that are watching you. Once you're established, once you're set up, it's pretty good. So people had a problem with Asmongold saying this
streaming
about
is
Goblin.
literally the easiest part of being a content creator. You just sit down, make money, just spawns in. It's just so goddamn free. Who is this guy? Does he stream? Yeah, 400 viewers. Streaming is easy. Being good at streaming is hard.
So that's Asmon's take. I get it. I kind of see where everybody's coming from on this. I think my stance, my position on this is that streamers who are entitled and feel like their job is more difficult because they choose to hit the go live button for ungodly amount of hours, maybe because of contract obligations, maybe because that's just what they do and they have no other diversification to their income. So when they're not live, they're not making money. Whatever the case might be, they're out of touch. To complain about your job to the general public is out of touch. I totally understand and can see where these valid complaints are coming from, but do them in the privacy of your group chats with your other multimillionaire friends, okay? You don't see most people who make a lot of money with relatively little effort in comparison complaining online. It just seems to be streamers. Okay, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me talking about and showcasing some of the crazy stuff still going on because Hasan said that his job is more difficult than any other 9-to-5. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely subscribe. I would appreciate it. We're close to 1,000 subscribers. Also, check out my website, everythingsucksupply.com. I'm going to show you the website right now because I want you to see what it looks like. I don't know why it's not showing up. That's okay. Go to the website that's in the link down below to buy stuff. It supports me and the channel directly. I'd appreciate that. Okay, I'll see you guys probably tomorrow, maybe later today. I don't know. Okay, goodbye.